Welcome back to the Heart Coaching. I'm Bryce Wise, and today we're going to be talking about when you have hard times or trauma or different things in life and how connection helps you through those and how we actually don't use connection that well in times of hardship. Let's find out. I think it's so important to use connection when it comes to things of hardship or things of trauma or things of like hard things in your life. I think connection is so vital because when you actually are able to have those people around you who love you, who care about you, who you can trust, like it helps you get through those times. Like I know for me, like we've experienced some things that when we had those things happen to us, whether it was daughter seizures or whether it was family events or whether it was things that were just really just too hard and challenging to even get through by ourselves, having those people around us really made those things that we could talk about manageable, which made those things easier to work through. But that came with having people around us who loved and cared for us in those really challenging times of our life. And I think so many times in life when things get really challenging and really difficult and really hard, we often want to like hide and not have people around us because we don't want to show emotion and we don't want to be vulnerable. And and when stress comes along or things of high anxiety come along, it is our natural tendency to close the doors, close the windows, hide away instead of letting people in. And I think we do a very good job at hiding the pain and hiding the hurt and hiding the emotions because I think we want to protect ourselves and we feel like letting those things out actually hinders us and affects us more is how we think. But in reality, when you have really difficult, really challenging things in your life, and that could be a loss of a job, that could be, financial problems, that could be whatever the case is for you, you don't want to show those things. But when you let those things out and when you let people come into your life during those things, I think it makes it so vital to really let those things out because when you let those things out, you're able to talk about them. And when you're able to talk about them and work through them, they're not so big anymore, even if they are massive. And so I love that Mr. Rogers quote where it says, all things mentionable are manageable. And I love the idea of that quote, especially when it comes to connection, because when you have really challenging, hard times and you're able to mention something, you're able to manage it. And having those people who've intentionally, emotionally invested into you and those people that have really built your life and been there and shown that they're worthy and shown that they care about you and shown that they loved you, really start making it able to bring those things to light and make them mentionable. When you make those things mentionable, they become more manageable. And when they become more manageable, you're able to really see the good in it, see the happiness, and really be able to work through really hard things that you otherwise would have just been like stuffed away, never seen, never put away. And I think that is so vital for us as Christians to be able to have people around us when times are bad. I know it is so challenging to not, that you want to just show your life is perfect and show that things are good. But really, people want to come around you in those times when things are hard. People want to be a shoulder that you can cry on. People want to be somebody that you can talk to about it. And don't let your fear overcome what you really want in connection and stuff. And I think God gave us connection really to help with every aspect of life, whether that is, loss, like all of these really challenging things that we go through. God doesn't want us to go through those things alone. And yet we often feel like so many times we have to go through those things alone. But really, God has put people in your life that can come around you when it feels like the walls are caving in. People that can come around you and just love on you. And I think if you don't feel like you have that, I would say, what does your connections look like? Are they self-serving, or are they filling the need and the void that you have in your life? I think that is so impactful, that your connections fill every area of your life, that the connections fill the good, joyous times in life when everything is going well and you have your newborn baby, and connections fill all of those areas that, like, you got a fantastic job or an amazing thing happened to you. But connections also need to fill those places of pain and hurt, because when you do that, you're really letting your light in and letting people see you for who you are and letting people really experience with you. I think it's so important to actually have authentic, true connection in critical, hard times, because that's really when they become, like Mr. Rogers says, manageable. Anything mentionable is manageable. And I think that really, if you can go into connection in hard times with that, first off, it makes you feel better. It makes them feel better. And third off, it knits you closer together, because as you connect, especially when it comes to really challenging, hard times, it starts getting you closer with a person. So I would say, if you're struggling in life and you need, whether it's anything that's going on, let people be there in the good times, but also let people be there in the really challenging, difficult times, because those are the areas that knit you together the most. And so some just practical takeaways, some life work that you can do, I would say, is like, what kind of areas is your connection filling? And I think that's so important and vital to ask, is what kind of areas is your connections filling? Are they filling the good places? Are they filling the okay places? And are they filling the bad places in life? The next thing I think that is so important and critical to learn is people want to be there for you in good times and in bad times. And it's okay to let them in. It's okay to let them in. And the third thing I think that is most important, and something that you can do today, is if you need help, reach out. If you need to talk to somebody, reach out. There's always the first step of just reaching out and talking through those things and having people around you that can really help you see. So again, reach out in hard times, reach out in good times. And as we connect with people, your hearts get knitted together. And so I think that's so important to really realize, in hard times, your life gets knitted together so much more. And so thank you guys for taking the time today to help with connection and build deeper connections with yourself. Thank you that you are willing to invest in yourselves. Thank you that you guys are wanting to build deeper, lasting connections in your life. And I hope that this YouTube channel can help. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. I'd love to see those. Hit the like button if you thought this was a good video, and if this helped you in any way, please hit the like button. And until next time, when we connect, life gets better. We'll see you next time.